hot yoga problems. Oh, I got them. Oh. 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 Oh my gosh. Hey there, boys and girls. I have an idea. What is it, Mr. Raffety? Maybe we could wake up early on Sunday and go to an hour and 15-minute CorePower 2 class. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's go. I mean, I crushed Friday's class, so I honestly should have no problems. No problems. According to my last episode, no hot yoga problems existed anymore. I'm just basically peaked and I'm done. Oh, just when you think you've mastered something, it's just over, man. It's over. Game over. I got destroyed. I don't know if I'm going to recover from that. It's going to take a while, man.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding you.
I'm just talking about the yoga class I was in. Who is that? Where did that come from? Who's listening to me at any given second of the day? Who are you? I didn't activate you. I didn't use a name. Oh my goodness. They're out there, folks. They're out there. It's over. My hot yoga game is over. Surveillance state has won. It is over on multiple levels. We are in trouble. It's okay. We're going to be okay. I have a good feeling about the future. Let's just go with that. Just mind over matter, dude. Mind over matter. I feel great. Yay. Oh my goodness gracious. Are you kidding me? First of all, let's rewind the tape a little bit. You know me. If you're a loyal listener, one of my tens of fans, followers, friends of the Raff's Brain podcast hot yoga content stream, you know that I like to get to class early. Early bird gets the worm. Early yogi gets the pose. That's how we roll. Well, I tried to be early, but I kind of forgot that I'm in Clarendon. Where am I now? Courthouse? I don't know where we are, to be honest. I think I'm around Courthouse at this point. It's about 5 minutes further than the Boston studio. Ballstown is where I prefer to do my hot yoga. However, it's under renovation, so I gotta roll down to the Clarendon / Courthouse studio, which is a fine venue, and it has just been rehabilitated, my friends. They did some nice upgrades to that facility, if I do say so myself. So here's the long and the short of it is, I got a little bit of a text exchange. I lost track of time. One thing leads to another. I roll in like 10 minutes early. Usually I'm 15. Usually I get there just, plenty of time to secure a prime location, which is either one of the four corners or up front by glass. I gotta see if I can. My preferred location is a front corner. If you can't get one of the front corners, I go back corner. That just means you have half as many people around you to bump into. That's frankly the strategy there. And then the front, to see the glass, if I could just see it's just nice to be able to see myself when I have my glasses off. Everything is a Monet in my life. So basically, I like to be up front. Well, guess what? On a Sunday 9:15, with the Ballstown class canceled because of the construction or renovation, you got twice as many people rolling in. I thought the rain would keep people away, honestly. I usually figure bad weather kind of prevents the overcrowding, but no, man. I rolled in there, all the front rows taken, all the four corners taken, and there's some sporadic people in the middle two rows, and I'm like, God, right, immediately, I know it's going to be brutal. So I roll in there and I get like a kind of center right, I guess would be how to describe it. There's no one around me initially. There's a person in front of me, person behind me, but no one to my sides. Of course, that fills up as the time goes on. I'm doing my breathing exercises. I can hear them dropping their, Yeti mugs, ding, 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 slapping their mats down, tiptoeing around, grabbing the blocks, getting the strap on, all that stuff, good times. This is a new instructor today, a new yogi for me. New to me, not new to the world. I mean, this person knew what she was doing. She was very good. A very new soundtrack, new age type soundtrack. I did not recognize a single song. I don't think they were recognizable. I think it's just like, does Yanni still exist? Imagine Yanni for 2026 for a hot yoga experience. That's kind of what the vibe I was getting. It was like new age, synthesizers, some choral like noises and things, and like occasional drum beats and bass drum, but nothing crazy. There was a moment, I was out of it. Dude, after the first 20 minutes, I was like, I'm done, man. Here's the thing. When you have an hour and 15-minute class, that extra 15 is devastating. It's devastating. Especially when you're like me and you're not conditioned for that. I go 2-3 times a week, 60 minutes, hot, core 2. That's what I've been doing for months and months and years. You go to an hour 15, every once in a while I used to do that, but it's probably been a hot minute. It's probably been a hot year since I took an hour and 15-minute class. Speaking of hour, I forgot to turn off my watch. You gotta stop the program, bro. You got some extra yoga in, according to the Fitbit. That's okay. It'll all work out in the end. Oh. Oh no. Oh. What are we talking about here? What's going on? Where was I going with this? I lost my train of concentration, man. I'm gonna pass out at the stoplight here. I love those stories about people that are, I don't like people drinking and driving. Let's get that for the record. But I think it's amazing, frankly, when somebody falls asleep at a red light and then the cops come and they get them for a DUI. That's like the ultimate self-own. Not cell phone, self-own, two separate words. That's funny. The ultimate cell phone. No, the ultimate self-own is passing out at a red light because you're too inebriated. That's pathetic. If you do that, you are ultimately in serious trouble, man. I can't have that. I mean, everyone, I guess, deserves a second chance, but that is some craziness. I almost passed out at the red light back there. If the cops came, they probably would have thought I was day drinking or something, because USA's in the quarterfinals or whatever. I don't even know what round we're in. The round of 32. Oh boy, we made it to the first round. Woo! I was getting crushed on a Sunday morning, and then I was doing hot yoga, officer. Look at me, for crying out loud. Look at me, dude! I'm drenched! You can wring out buckets of sweat from my sleeveless shirt. What is going on? This is athletic gear. It's weighted. It's like 10 pounds. What is happening? Anyway, it was a foreign soundtrack. I think there was a moment in the middle. The thing to fill an hour and a half of yoga, there's a couple different ways you can do that. You can add a third sequence. So usually got sun A, sun B. I guess it's called sun C. I don't even know. But I've been to hour 15-minute classes where they just either add another round of the sun at B, or add another round of the sun A, or they add a whole new sequence of the sun C or whatever. This lady had a whole new approach to the challenge. I mean, if you're a yogi, you got to fill that time. 15 minutes is not peanuts. You can't just give them 15 minutes extra Shavasana, no matter how much I would love that. You can't get that. So what does she do? She comes at it from a different angle, very creative, very inventive, very disruptive. Come on, I'm getting so many red lights, dude. I gotta get home, I gotta lay down, I gotta take a shower and just pass out. I'm so tired. Oh. How many red lights are there in between me and that studio? I don't know, 30? Well, this is the strategy. If you're a smart yogi, you're creative, you're clever, I go in there thinking she's going to do like an extra flow or something. No. What she does is she just holds that first flow for both the sun A and the sun B excruciatingly long, man. Whoa. I don't know, man, if I've ever been on a flow so slow. You got to flow so slow. I felt like I was going at 0.5 speed in there, man. Which is crazy because my life is on 1.5. That's how I listen to my podcast. That's probably how you're listening to me right now, I hope. Please don't just listen to me normal. That would be a really poor use of your time. You gotta squeeze in as much content as possible. I'm easily a 1.2, 1.5, 1.8. Depending on the person and their cadence, maybe I'm a 2.0. I can't get too much higher than a 2.0. It starts sounding like chipmunks and I lose track. But I certainly never go slower. These are options. It's an option on the audiobook to go 0.5. Are you kidding? Who does that? Who does that? I mean, what are you expecting to get? A little more enunciation? How does it even work? I guess if you're with someone who's really a speed talker and you want to slow it down, I don't know. I can't imagine a scenario. But all I'm saying is I felt like my life was on 0.5 in that yoga class today. That was a slow, low flow, my friends. And it crushed and it hurt. What's it called? There's a specific type of exercise. Not calisthenics, but something else where you hold your poses and you hold your muscles. You burn. You burn like a witch. It's terrible, dude. Terrible. You know it's coming too. You do it on one side and you're devastated, and it's like, no, we gotta do the other side. And you're like, oh my God, it's going super slow. This is just ridiculous. So I got annihilated in there. I was in the middle of the room. I couldn't see anything. The peak pose was something I never even heard of before. L squats or L sits. You sit on your bum and you lift, your legs are out straight and you're trying to lift your legs up and then lift yourself up like an L. Don't even ask, man. It was an attempt that was failed from the start. Doomed from the start. It's like Doolittle's raid on Japan, man. It's like, you know you're going down, but you feel like you got to make a good fight, man. You got to do it. You got to make a statement, but you know it's not going to end well. Google it if you don't know. And it's just so one of those like history's mysteries, right? The Doolittle raid. That was really the guy's name, I think. Was he a general? Was he well, I don't know what is the top rank in the Air Force? General? Captain, lieutenant, general, major, I don't know. Major Doolittle or Airman Doolittle. He was was he on the plane or was he just giving the orders? I don't remember. I should look it up myself. I should pay my respects. It was the revenge raid after Pearl Harbor. We had to demonstrate that we had the capacity to inflict some damage, so they sent some B-52s. Is that what they were called back in the day? B-1s, B-52, I can't remember. I think they were called the Bouncing Betties or what? No, what was it called? The Memphis Belle. You know what I'm talking about? I think that's how it rolled. We had to like prove that we could do it. Those guys got smoked. We couldn't even they didn't have the gas to get back. They had to crash the planes. I don't even know what happened. I gotta look that up. Anyway, they knew it was going to be failed from the start, but they knew it was going to be a success. That's like, we're going to end this class on a positive note. I got destroyed. I got annihilated. It was devastating. And I knew it going into it that it was going to be horrific. Everything started going bad right from the start. I was late to class. I had a terrible spot. It was hot as you know what. I mean, it's so sticky and gooey out here. It's like you're swimming to get to the class, and the class is hot. So you got heat on the outside, heat on the inside. Foreign music. A new yogi I probably drank too much recently, so I'm sweating profusely. I almost got kicked in the face by the girl in front of me. She was ninja. That was exciting. I avoided that. I dodged that like a... Yeah! Wax on, wax off, baby. Woo! All right, now here's the fun part. Here's the fun part. This really, and this is why I'm excited, I survived. If you can survive hot yoga, especially an hour and 15-minute class, you got a lot to celebrate. But I have something more exciting on the horizon. Later today, that is this evening, I unexpectedly received a gift ticket from a friend of mine who I haven't hung out with in a while. So it's going to be a good time. We're going to meet up at Merriweather Post Pavilion, MPP. Yeah, you know me. And there's a little band playing there tonight called Goose. Have you heard of them? Goose. I gotta be honest, I've heard all about Goose. I've not even listened to a single song they've ever played. This is almost like a confession because I'm a huge jam band guy. That's not true. I can't say I'm a huge jam band guy and then I've never listened to Goose. Like those things don't equate. I should say I'm a huge fish guy. I love fish. I grew up on fish. A little bit of dead, a little bit of string cheese incident. Anyway, Goose is the new thing, apparently, and I had never had cause to listen to them before, but now I'm going, and it's going to be very good seats, and it's going to be amazing. That is part of the motivation for me going to hot yoga tonight. A 1.5 hour session, which is unusual for me to endure. But I took that risk intentionally, making a preemptive strike on the damage that my body's going to experience. Trash food, probably a few beverages, and everything's yin yang, baby. I'm up. I'm in a surplus right now. I crushed. I'm gonna go pay the piper. No, I paid the piper now. I'm gonna be the piper. How does that work? How does that analogy work? You got to pay the piper. That's if you've been doing bad things, you pay the piper. Like if you're drinking, you get a hangover. Oh, you're paying the piper for the things you did. I paid the piper in advance. I put an advance deposit onto the piper. I say, hey, piper, here you go. I'm throwing down. And then later on, I'm gonna get crushed. It's gonna be awesome. And I'm not gonna get crushed. I'm actually gonna be responsible. I'm gonna be a responsible human being. I'm an adult. I'm 50 years old. I'm approaching the Brimley line. Wilford Brimley's coming up to get me. I'm going to smack him down and keep going on. And I just cannot wait to check out this band tonight. It's going to be a good time, and I'm prepared for it. And I will have no guilt if I crush some popcorn and oh man, I want a giant pretzels with mustard and a hot dog, all the junk food, and maybe some Michelob Lights, maybe some IPAs, some Solus, not soulless. Solace, S-O-L-A. I think that's what they sell there. I don't even know. Maybe I'll get a Blue Moon. I haven't had a Blue Moon in probably a decade, maybe longer, actually. It's a Hefeweizen, is it not? It's a white beer. I might mix it up. I'm just going to have a good time. The point is, I've paid the piper in advance. I put an advance deposit on the damage that will occur later, and I feel good about that. That's my life. I like that. Detox to retox, baby. Let's go! Woo! All right, I feel great. That was a rough day. It's all good. I'm back in action, and great week ahead, man. Been making some progress on some creative things. Check me out at Rob Raffety, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere else, LinkedIn, whatever. Just Google me. I have a weird name. And you can catch up on some of my other pursuits. Hot yoga is only one of the many bizarre passions that I like to share with the world. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks so much for tuning in. It does mean a lot to me that, at least 5 or 6 of you check out my show every week. It's nice. You're the best. You're my favorites. All right, everyone else, welcome to the party, dude. It's just getting started. All right, have a great one. Until next time, namaste, mofos.